The shear of tkiah and shvorim and truah, it says in the Mishnah that shear tkiah kesholish truahs. The length of the tkiah should be like the truah. Shear truah kesholish yiboves. Truah is like 3 yiboves, 2 to 2. And there is a big machlekes between Rashi and Tosfot what's pshat in the Mishnah. Rashi says, it says in the Mishnah, shear truah kesholish yiboves. Truah means 2 to 2. And shear tkiah kesholosh truahs means tkiah is 2, and that's it. Tosfot says that sholish yivovis means each one of the 3 truahs has to be sholish yivovis. Each one of the 3 has to be 2 to 2. Together, the shear of truah is 2 to 2, 2 to 2, 2 to 2, 9. B'meile, they are also machlekes. What's the shear of tkiah? According to Rashi, it's 2. According to Tosfot, it's 2, like 10, like 9 kilos. And from them comes out of some machlekes in the shear of shvorim, as we'll discuss soon. And we are machmir like Tosfot. That's l'chol hadis. The Rashi you could do a lot also, so you could do this. And tkiah we also do a longer one. So the biyetza to Rashi and Tosfot. But there is still a machlekes between them sometimes that you have to know exactly the details. And if you don't know the machlekes of Rashi and Tosfot, you sometimes by mistake do it in a way that it says in Shulchan Aruch that you redo it, that you have to tkiah mechodesh. And therefore it's very important to understand exactly the machlekes between Rashi and Tosfot. The detail still now is very simple. We do it 9 truahs and do a long tkiah like 9 truahs, so there's no problem. So we yetz according to Tosfot and according to Rashi. But comes to shvorim, there is a machlekes. And each one says you have to do it in another way. Machlekes between Rashi and Tosfot, and machlekes between Alter Rebbe and Tzemach Tzedek. What is the problem? The problem is just like this. Let's say take Rashi. Truah is 2 to 2. Tkiah is like 3. 2. How much is each one of the shvorim? Obviously, longer. It's 2. It's longer than a tkiah of a truah, and shorter than a tkiah. So each shever has to be like 2 truahs. 2. You can't make it, according to Rashi, like 3 truahs. Like 2. He'll make shvorim bariches. 2. According to Rashi, you're not yetzer, because you did 3 tkiyas. We don't have a psak, so we have to do it like both. So therefore, according to Rashi, we have to say it each shever like 2 truahs. According to Tosfot, you must do it more than 3. Why? Shear truah ke shalosh yivoves. Each truah is shalosh yivoves, 2 to 2. So a shever has to be longer than shalosh yivoves. Altogether, it's 9. truahs according to Tosfot, and the tkiah is like 9. So the shver has to be longer than 3 yilolos, which is 1 truah, and shorter than a tkiah, which is 9. So each shver has to be like 4 or 5 or 6 tromutin. So what should we do? We want to be Eitzah by everyone. It's good for tkiah, it's good for truah. But how do we do it by shvorim? So the Alter Rebbe explains all what we discussed. And then how does he end? לכתחילה יוסיף לכתחילה תבליזור שאפילו בסדר תשרת ליאריך. No, that's the thing. Linja lachzai. Linja halachi יש לחמה בשל תרא כסבור האחרינו. To do this, dann ist ja בתקיע תשרת כשיר י"חס. But tashrat, there is the shvorim is like 9, and the truah is like 9, so the tkiah has to be like yudches, a long one. ובתקיע תשרת תרת כשיר תסתר מותן לך לפוחס. ובכל שבר יאריך מעט כדי גיבול תורמותין וליאריך התסתר מותן. How could he say that you should say like 3? If you say 3, it's according to Rashi, it's already a tkiah. So how could he say that we should say 2, 2, 2, each one should be like 3? So let's explain first the Shittah of the Alter Rebbe. Shittah of the Rebbe is like this. Ein noch a name. You cannot make a shever like the tkiah, and the tkiah according to Rashi is only 3. Which tkiah is like 3? The tkiah of tarat. The tkiah of the tashrat is like 6, because the tkiah has to be like the shvorim and the truah, which is more than 6, and like 9 maybe. Because according to Rashi, each shever is like 2, and each truah is like 1. Altogether it's 9. The tkiah is 9. The tashat, the tkiah of shvorim, is longer than the tkiah of truah. If we say that each shever should be like 2, so then 3 shvorim is like 6. So then the tkiah of tashat is 6. So if you made the shever, each shever like 3, it's not possible. You didn't do like tkiah. You did like tkiah of the tarat. But now we're in the tashat. So the tkiah is now 6. And you didn't do it long as 6. So therefore the Alter Rebbe says that since we cannot do it the proper way, because according to Rashi it has to be less than 3, and according to Tosfot it has to be more than 3, but if you do by the shvorim more than 3, you didn't do like a tkiah, because the tkiah of tashat is like 6, and you did it less than 6 or more. That's the Shittah of the Alter Rebbe. And that's how we usually do. When we say fast, the truah, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and we say the shever, normal, we say 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So each one is about 3 or more. So it helps according to Rashi b'diavad, and according to Tosfot l'chatchila. That's the Shittah of the Alter Rebbe.
So he doesn't say do tkiahs different lengths for different ones.
He says, we said it before.
Yeah.
The tkiah of tashrat has to be like 18.
Yeah.
The tkiah of tarat has to be like 9. The tkiah of tashat has to be more than 9.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any of them that he limits the
It
length.
doesn't have limit, it has to be in between. So at least when you do the shever less than 9, more than 3, according to Rashi it's b'diavad kosher, according to Tosfos,
Because the tkiah is much longer.
right. That's a sheet of Alter Rebbe.
So that's what we say, "V'lo yadech test truahim."
Because the tkiah of the tashat is up till 9.
Yes, and all 3 shvorim together should be on test truahim.
Yes, but so it could be more. No, even 1 is still less than 9. It's kosher b'diavad.
Even what?
Even one of the shvorim
Yeah.
is close to 9, like 8. It's b'diavad kosher.
And you make a long tkiah.
Because the tkiah you do it 9, so it's kosher. That's the sheet of the Alter Rebbe.
So you have to be careful not to make short tkiahs, basically.
That's what the Rebbe says. Tzemach Tzedek says, who cares? Who says that according to, let's see first what it says in Pnim. Says that Tzemach Tzedek, nire de'af l'rivo v'rivo, which is the sheet of Tosfos, the truah test trumitin, ein mucher de gimel shvorim aruchim mikir test trumitin. Maybe according to Tosfos, ein tzorich laharich b'shvorim, rak sheyesh yeh orich mit trumit echod, ein tzorich laharich gimel trumitim. It says that each truah is 3 trumitim, and the shever is longer. Who says it has to be longer than all 3, which is a whole truah? Maybe it has to be longer than 1 yalole. So I don't agree to the fact.
Even according to Tosfos, this. I got you, Rashi.
Even according to this, Alter Rebbe says not so. And the Rebbe says could be. So therefore, since the Tzemach Tzedek says even less is good, the Alter Rebbe says even more is good. We never see, we should medayek, because it comes out about 3, but it's different. Some people say the truah very fast, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and some days 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So according to him, the shever could be a little less. According to him, it could be a little more. But it's b'diavad, according to both, it's kosher. So we don't make a big issue of it.
I wasn't asking about that because you see people have a very, very quick truah and some people have a slower truah. Is that?
So it comes out, according to Alter Rebbe, that it says that it should do more than 3. So there is no problem.
I remember correctly, that had a little bit of a slower truah, right?
You could, yes.
So the very fast truah is not a problem.
Why should it be a problem? So that's one complication, but we can manage. There is a second complication that we have to know exactly the din, because otherwise could be we'll have to do it again. Or what is it? We mentioned already before in the previous one that why don't we say only tashat? Because if the day is tarat, so the shever is a hefsek. And you're not allowed to make a hefsek between tkiah and the truah. So it comes out here, when you do tarat, and it doesn't come out good. You say tu, and it stops. And then you start again, you make an shimmy, you start again, tu, comes out good. So you get a hefsek. How could be Yetzer? We don't start again.
Why don't you start to say it again?
When you say, let's say you say tu. So these 2 first ones, which wasn't good, is a hefsek between your tkiah and between your truah, which is the good one. So the hefsek is a hefsek. So you should have to start again from tkiah. So we say we don't have to, because it's only a try. It's not a hefsek. Hefsek when it's something else. This is only a try. Only a try. A try if you try the same thing. Let's say in tarat you forgot you started to at shvorim. That's for sure a hefsek. You have to start again from the tkiah. But Here you did it in Tarat. So the Tarat didn't, the truah didn't start good, so it started again. That's when it didn't come out good. Some people are saying I'm making it 42 truahs. A lot. And they want to do it like that. And there's no problem. But they said they want to start again because they want to say 42. They'll start again. And they're not gates and they have to start tkiahs again. They have to make tkiahs because they was made. The first one is a hefsek to the second. And the second one is a hefsek between the first one and the next second tkiah. Because the first one is a good one. And the second one is a good one.
They can just start the tkiah. They can start the tkiah.
If you want to be Muslim to 42, you have to start the tkiah. If you don't start the tkiah,
Why are they doing 42?
it says that some Rabbi Marash something. They do a lot. You see, you hear a lot of them. They're doing a lot of truahs.
But you can't stop and start. And then you can do
Right.
it. Well, go. After
If you stopped and you didn't do a neshima, it's b'diavad. But if you did a neshima and you continue, for sure you have to start from all over again.
From all over means from the tkiah.
Yeah.
Not from...
No.
The beginning of the set.
From the tkiah. From
Not
the-
the beginning of the set of 9.
No,
beginning of the
no,
set
it's in the
Yes,
of the truth. Here comes the problem. You started a truah and it didn't come out good. You just said 2 to 2. You just said 2 to 2 and it stopped. So you have to continue because you didn't do the test. We're doing at least 9.
3 is enough.
According to Rashi.
Then you have a problem with all the tkiahs.
With Rashi. So according to Rashi, you have to start from tkiah. You have no choice here. If you said 2 to 2 and it stopped, it didn't go further, and you make the neshima, you're not allowed to start now. If you did only 2, you could start the truah.
Then you didn't do it.
Because then you didn't do it. It was just a try. If you did 3, you did it already. So then you have to do it from the 4.
And it's the same in the shvorim truah also. They get stuck in the middle of the truah. The shvorim truah also the same thing.
By shvorim truah, there's no difference between Rashi and Tosfot. So if you did it already,
How many truahs do you need to do for
according to Rashi 3, according to Tosfot 9,
Yes, if you did 3 already in the truah and you got stuck.
Yes.
You got to start again from the tkiah for Rashi.
right?
Yes. But places.
Tosfot you don't have
I
to,
know, but he's saying that if you want to be Yitzhak for Rashi, then you got to start again.
right? Let's see it inside. Sif Yud Zayin. אם לאחר שגומר את הטרועו, דהיינו 3 תרומיתין, לפי ספר הראשון שביארנו, according to Rashi, הפסיק בנשימה וחוזר והריע, because he wanted to have tests. אפילו לגומר את הטרועו, צריך לחזר ולתקיע גם תקיע ראשונה של בו וזו. וגמר משם וילך על הסדר, כיוון שהפסיק בשבורים יסרים, בטרוע יסרו, בין השבורים ובין הטרוע לפשוט השחררים. He says בין, in Tashat. The same thing could be with Tashat. He said two, and you stopped. You have to start the first from the tkiah and shvorim again, tkiah again, shvorim again, and the truah again. Otherwise, if you didn't do it like that, you have to do it again. You're not Yates. So therefore, these machlekes of Rashi and Tosfot, usually people don't know that. Because we do like tests and we don't care about Rashi. But it's negate to listen. Because if you did 3 shvorim, so if it's in Tarat, you have to start from the tkiah and truah again. If it's in the truah of the Tashat, you have to start tkiah again, shvorim again, and truah again.
So what's the lashon kibbutz shivsik b'shvarim yisayim oy b'truah yisayim? It's b'shvarim ubet. Okay, I guess.
Oy.
Okay, depending if it's a tarat. Okay, tarat will be 3 yisayim. Tashat is shvarim and 2. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds like it's going to be more than 130. By the time you're done.
The Rebbe is try a lot. A lot. And he knew what to do, and he continued. Not everyone that doesn't know the halachas wouldn't be able to follow why the Rebbe. Sometimes he started the truah again, and sometimes he started the tkiah again.
You sound like a going back to the tkiah sometimes?
Sure, sometimes.
And you can see what the Rashi Tosfot.
I even then didn't know the Shitas of Rashi and Tesis and this halacha that according to Rashi you're not Yetze. But I heard that the Rebbe tries and sometimes he tries again the truah, and sometimes he starts again from tkiah. So
Just
this is
say,
how.
when the Rebbe does it, just say it's Kabbalah and that's it.
Yes.
But you can explain now why he did like this and sometimes like this?
Probably because he did truah 3 times and he stopped. So he had to start again.